tried to wipe the whole server. You didn't.
I'm not, you know, I have no idea. That's why we turned it over.
You were in charge of it. You were the official in charge. Did you wipe the server?
What, like with a cloth or something?
I don't know.
Well,
you
no.
know how it works digitally. Did you try to wipe the whole server?
I don't know how it works digitally at all.
Hillary Clinton is warming up America for her next major role in being a leader, soon to take her comedy stylings on tour and keep the nation and world leaders chuckling and snickering away at her glib and hysterical answers to difficult questions. Plenty of people are laughing with her and at her over her email server ramblings and what would appear to be flat-out lies. But let us remember, this is a Clinton, and Clintons never waver, even when the political noose has never been tighter. Let us dive once again into the often fetid waters of campaign politics and welcome back the veteran political analyst, co-author of Power Grab, Obama's Dangerous Plan for a One-Party Nation, Dick Morris. Dick, nobody perhaps knows the Clintons better than you, my friend. So knowing that and giving us a little bit of your insight here, when can we tell that Hillary Clinton knows that she has been caught red-handed? What's going to be the signs, or will we ever see them?
When her lips are moving. Hillary,
good start, Dick. Good start. Keep going for it. You're on a roll.
Hillary knows that she has been caught, and she knows that she's in a very, very tight situation. And she's hunkering down and hoping that her spin works. The problem that Hillary faces in this is that in every other scandal, the scandal already happened when the cover-up began. Clinton already had his relationship with Monica. Whatever happened between Paula Jones and Bill happened. Whitewater was over, and then the cover-up started. In this case, the scandal is breaking as the cover-up goes on, or the rebuttal goes on. And each week for months now, we are going to be treated to another batch of emails, which are going to contain more and more classified information. It's a gift that will keep on giving and will go on for till probably Christmas. And with each batch, her denials ring increasingly hollow. But I heard that you mentioned something about will Clinton crack. The answer is never. And Hillary Clinton will never voluntarily leave this race. Remember in 2008, long after she lost, she stayed in, and Obama said, when is she going to go home? The only way Hillary will be knocked out of this race is to be indicted. And I believe that is going to happen.
All right, now, let's talk a little bit about her answers here, because the answers that she has been giving reporters over and over again about these emails is becoming stunningly transparent. Now, when she was in Nevada on Tuesday, we heard it again. Here's what she said.
I did not send classified material, and I did not receive any material that was marked or designated classified, which is the way you know whether something is.
All right, now, Dick, she's probably telling the truth. She never sent anything classified, never sent it. And the emails she received, though they may have contained the classified information, were never, quote-unquote, marked classified. But isn't that all just beside the point here? Secretary of State, you're in charge. You're the one that's got to be held responsible because the buck stops here. And that's what she consistently seems to run over every single answer, yes?
Yeah, correct, but it's worse than that. She's not some cipher clerk in the State Department. Things are not marked classified by an act of God. Somebody, like the Secretary of State or the President or the National Security Advisor or their staff, determine that such a thing is classified. And they then designate it classified, and it becomes classified. Now, let's give Hillary the benefit of the doubt. When an email arrived on her private server that had classified material in it, okay, she didn't know it was classified when she opened it. Of course, the first question then is, by having a private server, she was encouraging classified information to be sent to her because it was the only way to email anything to her. But once she opened it and kept it on her server in the basement or in the kitchen sink or something, then she was holding and having classified material in an unsecured location, just like Sandy Berger was when he put it in his socks, and Petraeus was when he put it in his safe, and Deutsch in his desk. And secondly, she undoubtedly sent that material on to people. Maybe it wasn't classified, but as Secretary of State, she should have classified it, and her failure to do so itself is actionable.
Dick,
so you have a whole range of this stuff, and the mere act of it passing through. Think of it this way. Drugs arrive in the mail, okay, illegal drugs. Well, you can't be held responsible if someone sends you heroin, because you may not know it is. But then you open it, you see it's heroin. And then you put it in your kitchen cabinet. Well, now you're guilty of possession. And then without labeling it heroin, you send it on to somebody else. Now you're guilty of trafficking. And if it wasn't labeled heroin, you should know that it's heroin. And that's kind of an analogy of what she's up against here.
Let's talk a little bit about what is going on right now and how people are starting to get to her a little bit.
Heroin, not heroin.
Okay, yes, no, I understand completely. No E on that whatsoever. We will not be putting a red cape on the back of Mrs. Clinton soon and asking her to fly through the air, though that may be part of the act by the time she does or does not become president. Hey, last week when Hillary Clinton was in New Hampshire, she had a closed-door meeting with some members of the Boston chapter of Black Lives Matter. She was encouraging the group to focus on policy changes that will benefit minority groups, and it got a little heated. Here's what happened.
I don't believe you change hearts. I believe you change laws, you change allocation of resources, you change the way systems operate. You're not going to change every heart. You're not. But at the end of the day, we can do a whole lot to change some hearts and change some systems and create more opportunities for people who deserve to have them.
Dick, let's face it, Democrats have always said that they are the champions of African Americans here in America. Now you have a big activist group who is going after Hillary Clinton and basically calling her on being just another member of the elitist party. And she's not dealing with it well. Does this show us now, couple this with the polls and everything else, that even black America is not falling for it, and they see Hillary Clinton as nothing more than just a fraud?
Well, back up a little bit, Ed. It is impossible for this cascade of leaks about her emails, about who's sending what to the Inspector General, about who's referring what to the FBI, and is the FBI investigating. It's impossible for this cascade of leaks to be happening without the approval of the Obama White House. Washington doesn't work that way. You don't have operatives in the Obama administration dumping dirt on the likely and certain Democratic nominee when the president's a Democrat without the White House knowing about it. I believe that Barack Obama is determined to stop Hillary Clinton from being the Democratic nominee. And I believe that that will soon, if it hasn't already, find its way into the African American community and lead to an increasingly hostile reception. That's why Biden's going to get into this race in September, because Obama doesn't trust Hillary with his legacy, and she sure as hell doesn't trust Bill.
And you believe, I got about 20 seconds left here again, we're still talking about that wedge between you've got Obama, Biden, Hillary, that's going to be driven in no matter what. You believe that's going to happen?
Yes, in fact, I think the wedge is what's causing this all. I mean, Hillary brought all this on herself, but Obama and his people sure pounced on it. And I think that you're going to see increasing signs of the fracturing of the Democratic base, because the guy that put it together doesn't want it to go vote for Hillary.
All right. We want to remind you once again, don't forget the book Power Grab, Obama's Dangerous Plan for a One-Party Nation. Dick Morris, the co-author, tells you a lot about what even to expect this time around. And Dick, I'll tell you what, next time we come back, next time we talk, we'll actually have video. We will show Hillary Clinton's lips moving at all times, just to go ahead and make a point while we're there. Dick, always a pleasure, my friend. Take care of yourself. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Now, let's go ahead and remind you of something else on the political front right now. Donald Trump. We didn't get a chance to talk about the Donald, but you've been talking about it, and you've also been going mad trying to get a hold of that cap that he has on his head. Make America Great Again. Here's our free offer. All you have to do is call 1-800-933-8396 or go to newsmax.com/Trump cap to get yours. This is not an endorsement of his campaign, but it is a chance for you to show who you want to be president. Next up, the political animal and the person Donald may be setting up to become president if and when he slides. It's coming up next on the fastest 60 minutes in news, The Hardline.